So you work with people, high performers, athletes, entrepreneurs. What are some of like the tenets of things that you like really use to help guide people to their own optimal performance? You know, because I haven't had a lot of training, but I understand the basics of psychology, and I also understand through my own experience being a competitive athlete. Like I know when I get super hard on myself after I miss a shot or do something like that, my performance goes down. So you learn like, one, you know, don't ever show your opponent that you're doing that because that gives them extra juice, right? So they're fired up, and also it doesn't help your own. So you learn certain things like, all right, I can't do this. You know, I can't allow myself to do this unless I want my performance to suffer. But for you, who's had not only experience, but also training, like where do you start in helping someone's mental architecture?
So there's the marketing answer, and then there's the real answer, right? I'll start with the real answer because you'll understand the marketing answer right away. The real answer is that I start the moment that I meet them, because what they say, how they say it, how they communicate, it's all data. It's all information that helps you understand the person as they really are. The marketing answer is that we start by getting people to recognize that they aren't as bad as they think they are, right? And that's the true reality of all high performers. Every high performer thinks that they're a shit show. Every high performer thinks that they're fucked up. Every high performer thinks they're an asshole. Yeah. Every high performer thinks that they're alone and that they would be happier if they were not a high performer, right? They all think these horrible things about themselves. It's just the hallmark of a high ambition person. Mm-hmm. That's why you have so much ambition, because no matter how good, how successful, how accomplished you are, you're not as accomplished as you could have been.
Right.
Right. So it's that voice of our parents or our professors in our head all the time. So in between those two is where the real first step happens, because how someone talks to you, how they define their own problem statement, whether they prefer to email or text or phone call or video call or meet in person, all of these are data points that help you understand the person. Mm-hmm. Are they an introvert? Are they an extrovert? Are they organized? Are they disorganized? Efficient? Inefficient? Right? Are they a people person? Are they guarded? And then it just evolves from there. But when it comes to the tenets that we try to get people to teach, one of the most important tenets that I try to get anybody to understand is that whether you're a high performer or a non-performer, we are all wired for survival. Mentally, behaviorally, biologically. The first, most imminent issue facing us is the issue of surviving, not thriving. So when it comes to how we identify and how we prioritize our resources, we're all prioritizing our resources towards survival first, not towards thriving first. So even if we are risk tolerant, even if we are people who like to be on the leading edge, even if you are a con man and you have the courage to try to keep pushing forward, what's haunting your thoughts is survival. Mm-hmm. It takes up so many calories. There's been multiple cognitive studies done that show how much negative thought goes through a person's head. Do you know the number of how many negative thoughts the average person has in a day?
No.
48,000 negative thoughts.
Whoa.
48,000 negative thoughts and approximately 65-ish thousand thoughts a day. And of those 48,000 negative thoughts, between 85 and 90% of them are repetitive. Repetitive in the day, repetitive day after day, repetitive hour after hour, minute after minute, right? I'm not good enough. I need to lose weight. I'm going to forget this. This person doesn't like me. I'm a jerk. Thoughts day after day after day, after day after day, right? Just constantly playing in our heads. That gets amplified for high performers, because now high performers are adding to their list of I don't like my beer belly and I'm never going to get a date.
Yeah.
It's amplified to also, I'm never going to hit that goal.
Yeah.
That's too ambitious. That's not realistic enough, right? I'm not spending enough time with my kids. I'm not spending enough time with my spouse. Who knows what, right? I'm getting grayer in my beard. I'm getting grayer in my hair. the amount of negative thoughts is just incredible. Empirically, all the effort that goes into those negative thoughts is actual caloric effort.
Yeah, because the brain consumes an enormous amount of energy. I think like the numbers are like 40% of all available energy is utilized by the brain.
So that means the banana you're eating is to fuel those negative thoughts. How fucked up is that, right?
Yeah, for sure. So
a big part of it is understanding like, hey, your survival is not at risk here. And once you show people like, hey, your survival's not imminently being threatened, right? If you are an athlete and you don't perform for multiple games, for multiple weeks, then your survival might be at risk. But if you have a bad game, if you are called in like professional footballers, American footballers, you're called in to kick the field goal in the final minute, yes, you are paid to score the field goal. But if you miss it, that doesn't mean it's the end of your career. Right? You miss it a few times, it's a different story.
Right.
So it's about getting people to take the energy that they're investing into all the negativity, the anxiety, the fear, the worry, the self-doubt, the self-criticism. If you can take that same energy and redirect it into something positive or progressive, increasing your risk tolerance is something that we can actually measure, improving your biooptimization, your heart rate, your lung capacity, your VO2, etc. Those are all biologics that we can actually measure. When you start to change those things, it transforms your entire outcome. It starts to make it so you're not putting your effort into survival, you're putting your effort into thriving instead.